Have you ever wondered why you just can't seem to get things done, even when you want them so badly? What if the thing you have been calling laziness is actually your body doing exactly what it was designed to do? Think about it for a second. What if the reason you cannot make yourself post that content or send that crucial email or finally raise your prices has absolutely nothing to do with discipline? Honestly, what if it's not about motivation at all? What if your body is literally protecting you from the very thing you want most? I know that sounds counterintuitive, right? But stay with me here because this might be the most important thing you hear all year. Welcome to Creatorland. I am Anna, identity coach, founder of Creatorland, and someone who spent years calling herself lazy before I understood what was actually happening inside my body. It was a long road to get here. If this is your first time here, you should definitely subscribe. Every episode on this channel is designed to show you what is actually keeping you stuck. We don't look at the surface reasons, we go for the real ones. Today we are talking about your nervous system and why it is secretly running your entire life, including your income. It's the invisible hand on the steering wheel, and most of us don't even know it's there. A few years ago, I was in one of the hardest seasons of my life. I had found my purpose, I knew exactly what I was supposed to be doing. I had even invested over $100,000 in personal development. I had done the mindset work, the healing work, the spiritual work, all of it. And yet I could not make myself show up. I could not post consistently. I could not finish my book. It was like I was paralyzed. I would sit down to work and something in me would just shut down. I felt like a failure. I thought I was lazy. I thought I lacked that hustle gene everyone else seemed to have. I even got into serious debt trying to push through it. It was not until I went deep into the science of the nervous system that everything finally made sense. I realized I wasn't lazy. My nervous system was doing its job perfectly. It just had the wrong instructions. You see, your nervous system has one job, just one. It's not to make you successful. It's not to help you build your dream business or hit six figures. Its job is simply to keep you alive. That's it. And it does that by constantly asking one question every millisecond of every day. Is this safe? If the answer is yes, your brain opens up. Ideas flow. You feel motivated. Action feels natural, like breathing. But if the answer is no, your nervous system fires a signal to protect you. And that protection, well, it looks like procrastination. It looks like avoidance or total paralysis. It's that sudden urge to clean your house instead of recording a video. Have you ever noticed how you suddenly feel exhausted the moment you sit down to do the important thing? That's not a lack of caffeine, Anna. That's your body's most sophisticated protection mechanism doing its job. We call this laziness, but it's really a freeze response. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Science tells us that 95% of everything we do is run by our subconscious mind on autopilot. Only 5% is conscious. 5%. That means the version of you that is here right now, setting goals and making plans, only controls a tiny fraction of what actually happens. The other 95% is being run by old, outdated programming. This programming was mostly installed before you were 7 years old. Before you could think critically. You didn't have a filter back then. Everything your parents believed about money or success went straight into your hard drive. Everything your culture said about what a woman is supposed to want or how hard life is supposed to be, it all went in. And now it's running your life without you even knowing it. It's like trying to run modern software on a computer from 1985. When I say your subconscious believes success is dangerous, I don't mean it in a logical way. It's never logical. For me, it was a deep belief that if I became too successful, it would somehow hurt my family. I felt like if I charged what I was worth, I was taking advantage of people, or that if I became too visible, something bad would happen. I never consciously believed any of that, but my subconscious sure did. So every time success was within reach, my nervous system would scream danger and I would retreat. I'd find a reason to slow down or pull back. This is why you can know all the right strategies and still not use them. It's why the most talented, self-aware women are often the most stuck. It is never a strategy problem, I promise you. It is always a safety problem. If your body doesn't feel safe being seen, it won't let you be seen. In my work, I have identified 12 major money blocks that live deep in the subconscious. These are so deep that even the most self-aware people don't know they have them. Let's walk through a few of them together. The first one is money is dangerous. This often comes from generational experiences. Maybe your ancestors learned that visible wealth led to conflict or loss. That program was passed down to you as a survival trait. The second one is, success will cost me the people I love. If everyone you grew up with lived at a certain income level, your subconscious associates belonging with staying at that same level. Going above it feels like abandonment. Then there's the third one, I have to suffer to deserve it. Many of us carry a belief that ease is a moral failure. We think if it's not hard, it's not real. So we unconsciously create struggle just to feel like we've earned our place. The fourth one is huge for creatives. Charging for my gifts makes me a bad person. You have a gift and you love to give it, but somewhere you absorb the idea that real gifts should be free. So you undercharge and burn out. The fifth one is, I am not ready yet. This one is sneaky because it disguises itself as humility or high standards. But underneath, it's just a nervous system that doesn't feel safe being judged by others. Let's look at a sixth one, the fear of responsibility. Your subconscious might think, if I have more money, I'll have more problems and I can't handle any more pressure. So it keeps you small to keep you safe from stress. Does any of this feel familiar? Maybe you're nodding your head right now. If you are, please know that you are not broken. You are not behind. You just have a program running that was never yours to begin with. And the good news? Programs can be rewritten. I'm living proof of that. When I finally did this work, not just in my head but in my body at the identity level, everything shifted. It was like the brakes were finally released. Clients started finding me. I launched my academy. I raised my prices without that sickening feeling in my stomach. The debt dissolved. I built a life I used to only dream about, and I did it as an immigrant in the US. And here's the kicker. I didn't do it by working harder. I didn't use more discipline. I simply removed what was in the way. I taught my nervous system that success was actually safe. That's the real work. Think about a thermostat. If it's set to 68 degrees and you open the windows on a hot day, the AC kicks in to bring the temperature back down. Your subconscious is that thermostat. It has a set point for your success. If you start making too much money or getting too much attention, your internal AC kicks in. You start procrastinating, you get sick, or you pick a fight with your partner. You do anything to get back to that 68-degree comfort zone. To grow, you don't need to try harder to heat the room. You need to change the setting on the thermostat. You need to expand your capacity to hold the heat of success without your system freaking out. Let's talk about the seventh block, the good girl syndrome. This is the belief that you must be perfect and please everyone to be safe. If you're successful, people might criticize you. To your nervous system, criticism equals exile. And for our ancestors, exile meant death. So your brain treats a mean comment on Instagram like a literal tiger at the door. No wonder you can't bring yourself to hit publish. You're trying to survive a tiger. The eighth block is the comparison trap. We think we're just being realistic by looking at others, but it's actually a way to stay stuck. If we stay busy comparing, we don't have to take the risk of being our true selves. Then there's the ninth block, scarcity anchor. This is the deep-seated belief that there isn't enough to go around. If you take a bigger piece of the pie, someone else starves. It's a guilt-based block that stops your flow. Block 10 is the identity conflict. You might ask yourself, who am I if I'm not the one struggling? Sometimes we get so used to the struggle that it becomes our personality. Letting go of the struggle feels like losing ourselves. Block 11, the fear of being found out. Even if you're talented, your system might feel like a fraud. Success just means more people will see you aren't perfect. So your body keeps you hidden to avoid the shame of exposure. And finally, block 12, the wait for permission block. You're waiting for a sign, a mentor, or a degree to tell you it's okay to start. But really, your nervous system is just waiting for a guarantee of safety that will never come. Let me say this again because I want it to sink in. You are not lazy. You are not undisciplined. You are not behind. You are a capable, purposeful woman whose nervous system is running a program that was never yours. You've been trying to drive with the emergency brake on. You're pushing the gas pedal so hard, burning out the engine, wondering why you aren't moving. I'm here to tell you, just release the brake. So how do we do that? It starts with awareness. It starts by noticing that shut down feeling. And instead of judging it, saying, oh, hi, I see you. You're just trying to keep me safe. Thank you, but I'm okay. It's about small, regulated steps. Don't try to leap into $1 million business overnight if your system can't handle $100. Stretch the thermostat 1 degree at a time. Show your body that nothing bad happens when you succeed. I want to hear from you now. This is a conversation after all. Which of those blocks resonated with you the most? Was it the fear of being seen or the belief that you have to suffer to deserve it? Leave a comment below and tell me. I read every single one, honestly. There is so much power in simply naming the thing that has been holding you back It loses its grip on you once it's out in the light. And if you found this helpful, please share it with a friend who's also beating herself up for being lazy. We need to stop the cycle of shame. We need to start understanding our biology instead of fighting it. If you're not subscribed yet, now is the time. Every episode here at Creatorland is a step toward becoming the version of yourself for whom success feels safe, natural, and, dare I say it, inevitable. I'm Anna, and I'm so glad you're here. Remember, you're not lazy, you're just protected. Let's work on making you feel safe enough to fly. I'll see you in the next episode. Take a deep breath, you've got this. Actually, let's take that breath together right now. In for 4 and out for 4. Tell your nervous system right now, we are safe, it is okay to be seen, it is okay to grow. Feel that shift? That's where the magic starts. It's a practice, not a destination. Some days the old programming will scream louder than others. That's okay. Just keep coming back to the truth. You are the creator of your life, not the victim of your past. I've seen women transform their entire reality in months just by shifting this one thing. No more hustle, no more burnout, just alignment. And that's what I want for you. That's why I do this work every single day. Thank you for spending this time with me. It's a privilege to be part of your journey. Keep showing up, keep questioning those old stories, and most importantly, keep being kind to yourself. You're doing better than you think. Welcome to the new way of building. Welcome to the identity-first approach. Welcome home to yourself. I'll talk to you very soon. Goodbye for now, and keep creating from a place of peace. One last thought before I go. Just remember, the world needs your specific gift. And it needs the version of you that is fully alive, not the version that is hiding. You owe it to yourself to feel safe in your own greatness. Okay, really leaving now. Go out there and be gentle with your nervous system today. See what happens when you stop fighting yourself and start listening. It's a game changer, I promise. See you soon.